Dear students, good morning. Students who are in the online, am I audible, students? Now, so look at back. Now I'll start with the discussion. I hope I'm audible to every student. Hello, my dear student. Now move to the further. Enter here. Don't try to sit in your own comfortable place. Here you have to sit according to the classroom principles. If you want to see, you can come here. Come here. So in other classes, you may sit wherever you like it, but here it's not like that. I want to see every student in my class. Behind the pillar, what you are doing, I don't know. What activities you will do, I don't know. So I want to see every student what you are doing it. Okay? Everybody must be visible. Shall we start the discussion? Right. No? Saurav? Sit 90 degrees straight. Okay. Fine. That's a rule in the class. That's fine, students. In the last session, we already started with the NumPy small introduction we started. And who is this bubble gum? Yeah. Really, that name and that happy hug day, both of them are matching. When you keep your foot on the bubble gum also will hug your foot or step something. So these are all bubble gum, and your name is Salar. I know that your name is Salar, right? So, my dear students, yeah, Mohan, sorry, you forget to upload yesterday's notes. I did not. I did not forget. I said that today I will upload it. I did not forget. I don't forget also. Yesterday only I said that today I will upload it. Not necessary to worry because I did not start anything about NumPy. Right? Only one introduction is given in yesterday. Shall we start up? Right. Students in online, try to follow. Now, yesterday's class, we started with a small example without NumPy. What will be the traditional Python programming will do? With the NumPy, a small example is covered. A small example is covered. That part I said in the class. This is a simple example I wrote it by using normal Python programming, addition of two matrices I said. And this is a code I wrote in the last session. And you already executed in the last session about this. And the main logic for matrix addition is this one. And this is for taking the third matrix. This is a matrix for second matrix. This is the first matrix I took it and I accepted the order of it in terms of rows and then columns. And this is what we discussed in the last session. And I was already executed this part. Last and final, one more time I will execute and I'll move to my subject. So 2 rows and then 3 columns. And then this also 2 rows and then 4 columns. If you take it, you will get error because order is different. So matrix addition is not possible because of different rows and columns in both the matrices. It's not possible. If you want to make it 2 and 3, and next also 2 and 3 I made it. Also 2 and 3 I made it. The first matrix values I am reading 0, 0. You already know 2 by 3 matrix means it is visible like this. So 0, 1 and 0, 1, 2. First is this 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 2. That is for first. Next is called what? 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. This is our childhood days. 10, 20, see that 30. Next is called what? 1, 0, 40 and then 50 and then 60. This is for which matrix? First matrix completed. Second matrix also same values I will enter. That is a 2 and 3 order only. I'll enter the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6 I entered. and you will get the result of that. See, my dear students, here, first matrix what I entered, second matrix what I entered, I added that matrix by using this. So for getting this operation, I did lot of logic, and I wrote this code in front of you. And this is by using NumPy. I took some matrices here, and I'm just writing a simple line here that is called what? Addition of the matrices. No need to write as such a big tons of code. It is also as good as I said yesterday's class. C is equal to what you can say? A plus B also you can do it. This is what we discussed in the last class. I shown you also. Are you following? So need not to write such a bigger things. So I'm going to introduce today the original meaning of what? NumPy and how it is most useful, how it is different from our Python programming. So I'm going to start with index also. Last class I shown you guys. Of course, I already said yesterday. Once again, I'm showing. Maybe some new members will be there in my class. It's a very extraordinary content. And this much of big content, I don't feel that I'm boasting about it. Because you see, every Python class of mine, minimum 500 people will be there. When you are waiting, one class I left it. My 7 o'clock recently started. Minimum 500 will be there in my classes. So strength is, why strength is more? Because in other places, 100, 150, below everything only will be there. Or 100, something like that. Or 30 or 40 also will be there. But here it is little important. Try to don't miss my class, which is most useful to you in interviews. So this is my index. See the index content is so bigger one, which I am going to discuss. This NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib for the period of 1 month. I will explain. Not like everybody 2 hours NumPy, 1 hour Pandas. Because of that, nothing is going to come out of that. Now I'm going to start discussing about the main important thing, introduction to what? NumPy. So here students, in traditional Python, you are going to store the data. You are going to store the data in the form of what? And before this, I want to ask you one thing. Today, is there any new members in my class? New members, right? New members. So you are seeing, you are already there now. Yesterday, you are sitting here and you are sitting in the last. Yesterday, I asked a question and still you are saying who is new members means you are raising the hand. English is important. So who is seeing my face first time today? Raise your hand. Who is seeing my face first time? That is a question. Right. So you are my student now. You are my student already. You are my student already. I am remembering. Now, that student, who is that? Stand up once. So you belongs to some other person, right? Some other faculty. Right. Don't fold the hands, stand up normally. How many data types are there in Python? Silence. Fast. Huh? How many? 8, huh? How many? You know, you don't know. Quick. You know, but forget. Huh? This is a very dangerous answer. Sit down. No, but forget. That is nothing but don't know only. Okay, no problem, students. To understand this class, once again, I am saying because some other students are there. To understand this NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, you must be perfect in Python. You must know data types. This is the first thing. And all the Python students who are learning may not be able to get because they need to have the knowledge on data types. Except my students, of course, this is an open secret. Except my students, people don't know what is the data type perfectly. And you don't feel it because it's an open secret. If anybody knows, you can raise your hand. I will ask the questions in data types. So, number one, you must know data types. Almost I used to explain data types around 15 days in my class with the total methods, functions, and everything. Next, this is number one. Next, you need to know about functions. Next, you need to know about functions, which is already there. Almost so many number of functions I said. And you need to know about loops and the conditional statements and all those kind of things you must know. There's a minimum knowledge you must have. And every part of it, you must have some complete knowledge about it. In this case, just today, my 7 a.m. started. Just I'm showing to the people who don't know the data types. I'm just opening one video, one small thing. Data type, fundamental category data type, these four. Under sequence category, these four. Under list category, these four, two. Under set category, this. Dict category, this. None type is this one. This is complete knowledge and data types required. This is a minimum requirement. First 10 days, people has to teach these data types. If anybody don't know data types, they can't understand what I'm talking. Because we speak something more deep, and what people learn outside is just ABCDs they will learn and they will come and sit in the class. So seriously, I'm saying, to understand me, you need to have already depth knowledge. Then only you can understand. Otherwise, what I'm teaching is just bouncing to you. Right. So students, now I'm going to introduce further. Now I'm going to enter into the why this NumPy is most useful. What exactly this is. NumPy is one of the module I said yesterday. This is one of the third party module. Python programming contains lot of data types, which I said 14 data types the Python programming contains. In all 14 data types, we used to store the data. And out of that, which is the master data type in that? One list and one dict. And other things are also there. If you completely knowing about the data types, you know that list is one of the most important data type. And using that list only, yesterday we did the programming. And in that list, inner list, so much of discussion we made with all the data types. We know all these data types which I shown you, maybe you are aware of it. Nested mechanism, set in list, list in set, all those mechanisms, you must have the prerequisite knowledge to understand this. Now, this Python programming contains 14 data types. These 14 data types are doing certain operations. Plus, Python programming also contains certain modules, certain predefined modules. Those predefined modules will do certain operations which are developed by Guido van Rossum. These modules are called what? First party module. First party modules we can call, which I already used to discuss in the class. Sys module, pickle module, OS module, random module, so many number of socket module, threading module, so many modules we used to discuss. And we used to discuss in depth of it, and already you people are aware of it. Now I am going to take up. These modules are doing certain level of operations. Now if I come to the further, for example, a Python programmer want to communicate with Oracle database of any version. You don't have any type of module in which language? Python programming doesn't have the module to communicate with which database? Oracle database. The Rossum did not develop any module for communicating with Oracle database. So no predefined module present in where? In Python. Similarly, when you go for communicating with what? MySQL also. When you go for MySQL also, no such predefined module is present. No such predefined module is present. When you go for MongoDB connection also, when you go for any database, there are no predefined modules present in which language? Python language. So, but Python programmers, as on today, they are going to communicate with what? Oracle database. Even I used to discuss in the classes. And this concept, whoever is completed PDBC, Python database communication concept, already you know which database I already said. So if a Python programmer want to communicate with Oracle database, Python programmer want to communicate with Oracle database, there is a modules we have. One is called CX underscore Oracle, and this is working up to where Python 3.8, 3.8, comma 3.9, comma 3. What 10 versions. I already said with the version based installation also I shown you in the class. Anybody doesn't have this knowledge? I already used to tell in the classes. And this is the versions up to that. And later it is enhanced to what? Oracle DB. This is available for what? 3.11, and next is what? 3.12 version also. Python 3.12 is the recent version which is going on. I used to tell in the classes what are the things in that, dear students. And these are the two modules developed by what? A scientist called Anthony. This type of module developed by the scientist called what? Anthony. So Anthony is not the part of the PSF organization. Anthony is a third party member, is related to Oracle related kind of thing. So Anthony is called what? One type of what? Third party scientist. That means this author has developed the module for communicating with what? Oracle database. Similarly, Python programmer want to communicate with what again? MySQL database. MySQL database. There is one more type of module you need to install. That modules I said in the class, MySQL-connector. And one more type of module you need to take it. What is it? MySQL-connector-Python. Suppose in your respective classes, if it is not discussing Python database communication, it is going to come across. So my point of discussion here is, if we don't have any module in Python, we need not to worry about it in that. Because definitely lot of third-party vendors came forward. Those third-party people developed the modules for which programmers? Python programmers. That's why these modules are which modules? Third-party modules. These modules are called what? First-party modules, like already containing some modules. This is called which party modules? First-party modules. Try to get that terminology. And the second terminology is second-party modules are available. Second-party modules. Second-party modules. That is nothing but OS will provide some sort of modules. In my class, OS-based programming also I used to teach. OS modules separately I used to explain. If I did not cover in any one of the batch, I will cover that also in the classes. So OS people are called what? Second-party people we can call. And then later there are so many requirements like communicating with the database. No such modules present in which languages? Python. That's why the Anthony and some of the Oracle Corporation and their affiliates came forward. They developed their own modules. These are all the modules are comes under which party modules? Third party modules. Something like that. There is some more kind of module came into the picture. With a revolutionary period in data science, with a revolutionary field in data science, to store large volume of data, to store large volume of data, and to perform what operations, and to perform lot of operations on the data, the existing modules functions are not useful. What is the definition of module? Already you know, a module is a collection of global variables, functions, classes. And I used to show how to create our own module also we used to see. This knowledge is compulsory for the student. This I used to discuss in the beginning of the days only. In the features of Python only, you must know about it. So what is this comes under? These are the modules. Modules will contain global variables, functions, and then classes. So here also, to perform lot of operations on your data, definitely we need some modules. And the modules of Python are not that much suitable to perform the different type of operations. That's why I gave an example yesterday. I gave an yesterday example. Addition of what? Two matrices. Addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices, you have done it. Yesterday's class, almost I wrote 45, 48 lines of code I wrote. With what language? With a Python programming language. With a Python programming language. Is it easy or complex? It's a very complex. It's a very complex. Writing this many lines of code is very, very complex. How can I avoid these lines of complex code? How can I finish my entire task in 2 lines? I have to take the help of what? Some third party module I have to take it. Take the help of what module? Third party module. Take the help of third party module. What is the third party module? Today we are very much interested in NumPy. So I want to do an example: addition of matrices, multiplication of matrices, subtraction of matrices. I want to do performing determinant of a matrix, determinant, DTA, inverse transpose of a matrix. I have to write so many lines of code, which is a very, very complex. To do all of them in a simple line of format, I have to go for taking the module called what? So I'm going to start with why this first party module, second party module, third party modules. So when third party modules came into the picture, Python programmers operations become so simple and so elegant also. All the third party modules developed in which language? C language. And developed in which language also? Python. Why C language they developed it? For fastest execution purpose. Why Python is using? For comfortability in writing the statements. Remember, these are fixed sentences. NumPy is a third party module. Pandas is a third party module. Matplotlib is a third party module. Still, if you enter into data science, SciPy, Scikit, SciPy, Scikit, Scilon, and then Matplotlib, and then Seaborn, NLTK, NLP, these are all called third party modules developed in where? C language, and then used which language? Python. C language is for fastest execution. Python is for comfortability purpose. They used it. Now I am entering into this NumPy, a small historical development I want to introduce. A small historical development I want to introduce. Because I can enter into my own style by keeping only my students into consideration. It's not that much correct. To take everybody into consideration, I am going to enter into that. So NumPy is one of the third party module. Third party module developed by what? I'm giving small introduction. Developed by, yesterday I said, Travis Oliphant. Travis Oliphant in the year 2005. And nobody will ask an interview point of view in which year it is developed. It don't remember also. And you are remembering that only. Whatever sir said, don't remember, you will remember that only. You remember this person name. He is a first member or third party member? Third party member. This NumPy module developed in which language? C and Python. C and Python. Dear students, the Travis Oliphant has studied. Before entering into the NumPy internals, I am giving some small introduction. Travis Oliphant has studied a module before entering into this NumPy. That module is called numeric library. Numeric library. This is one of the module which was developed by Jim Hungunian. Jim Hungunian is another scientist. He developed the module name called what? That was studied by whom? Travis Oliphant. Because the numeric library was not that much popular to deal with the mathematical calculations. This was studied by whom? Travis Oliphant. And later he enhanced this module with the help of some affiliates and released what module? In the same manner, before developing Python programming by Guido van Rossum, Guido van Rossum. He also studied the language called what? ABC language. ABC is the predecessor of which language? Python. Like that, before learning this NumPy, the Travis Oliphant has studied what? Numeric library, and which was developed by this person. And later he released what? NumPy. And then what is the use of NumPy? Compulsory question in interview point of view. NumPy module is used for dealing with, I already said yesterday, dealing with array-based computing, plus what is next? To deal with the complex mathematical operations. To deal with the complex mathematical operations. To deal with the complex mathematical operations, we will use this type of NumPy. Students, in C programming, C++ programming, Java programming, C#.NET programming, we are having what? Arrays concept is available. Arrays concept. Yesterday also I said the definition of array. Again I am repeating. An array is called one of the variable which is going to organize homogeneous values or similar type of values which is going to allow, which is comes under what? Arrays. And dear students, what arrays you know? I know arrays, I will learn here also. That is what you are mistaking. Your arrays are different and Python arrays are so powerful, and you are going to learn how nicely in the class. And in this array, we are having one-dimensional arrays, two-dimensional arrays, n-dimensional arrays. I am giving much preference for 2D and ND arrays. Now I am going to talk about it. Python programming by default is not providing which concept? Arrays. No arrays concept present in Python by default. If you want to have the concept of arrays in Python, compulsory you have to use what? NumPy. So what is the use of NumPy? Everybody said, tell to me. NumPy is used for dealing with array-based computing plus to deal with a complex mathematical operation. And at the end of the class, you will get a very perfection about what is meant by array-based computing and complex mathematical operation. Even in yesterday's class, I said how difficult to write the normal Python programming and how easy to add my matrix. Yesterday only you got such a difficult calculation of normal programming. You got in a simple way like this, add off, or you can use simply C is equal to what? A plus B. Now I am entering into the further. Dear students, now I want to go for arrays concept I am taking in Python. If somebody asks you to tomorrow, how do you deal with arrays in Python language? Just I am asking a question. What do you mean by array? Take for example, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Very, very clear. Now I am entering into practically. 10, 20, 30, 40. How do you do it in Python? How do you do it in Python? Come on, fast. How do you do it in Python? Now I want to go for some 40, some 30, some 10, and some 45 like that. How do you do it in Python? By using list data type. By using set data type also you can take it. But set never allows duplicates. But here 10 is there, here 10 is there. If anybody don't know data types, you cannot follow me. Your faculty has to teach data type. Otherwise, you cannot follow. Data types is a backbone for Python programming. So 2 times 10 is there. That 2 times 10 means what? Set is not possible. Set never maintains the order. I will take it in the form of what? List. Now I'm going to take it in the form of list. Now, dear students, I'm coming to the LST is equal to, I will write this values separated by comma. Separated by this comma. Well, nice. Suppose that means I'm indirectly talking about when I'm dealing these values by using what? Arrays in the form of what? List. Now my requirement is when I'm dealing these values in the form of list, my requirement is I want to add the value 1 to every value of list. I want to add a value 1 to every value of a list. I am expecting expected output is what I'm expecting here 11, 21 and next 31 and next is called 41 and next is called what 51 and next 41 and next is called 31 and 11 and then what 46. How do you do it? If I want to do it, you cannot do what? LST is equal to LST plus 1. You cannot do it. Suppose if you do it, will it be performed? It cannot perform. It cannot perform. Let us go to immediately this Python environment. Go to the Python environment. Here everything I will show you more practically. Try to understand. Basic knowledge is data types is required. Without data types, you will get problem. And don't think that if you don't know data types, Python, if you feel that there is an innocent, I can't do anything else. So this is an LST. It is an LST here. Somewhere else comma is required. So commas are required here because it is a syntax of list, separated by what? Comma, separated by comma. So this is done. So take it. Here I am taking LST. Print of what? LST comma type of LST. It is going to be what type? List type. What is the list here? Class. All the data types in Python are called classes. Well, now I am going to do LST is equal to LST plus 1. My requirement is to add the value 1 to every element of list. Is it possible or not possible? Come on. Possible. Not possible. If you say possible, I'll throw it out of the class. Compulsory, I will throw it out of the class. Possible or not possible? Not possible because LST plus LST is possible. That will be merging. I used to tell in the classes how important these are. If you say just one value called 1, you are trying to add with a group of values. List is not permitting. You will get the error called a type error. I used to tell in the classes name of the errors also. No students are aware of it, name of the errors. When you go to any MCQs test in companies, they will ask you output related plus error related also they will ask. They will ask you name of the errors. So type error is coming. So how can I do that? Can only concatenate list with list only, not list with what? That means list data type or list object of traditional Python not able to perform the value adding to the list of elements. This operation in our mathematics, we call it as what? Vector based operations are not possible. First time I am coming slowly to the data science related terminology. Vector based operations are not possible to perform. What do you mean by vector-based operation? Adding a numerical quantity to the list of values is not possible. Is not possible to this list. Set plus 1, dictionary plus 1, these are all not possible. So the first point is what? When I want to add the list of value 1 to the list of values where you are feeling it is an array, it is not possible to add the element called 1. So lists are not permitting what? Lists are not permitting what? Vector based operations are not possible. On arrays concept, we need to perform what operations? Vector based operations. What do you mean by vector based operations? Adding the numerical value to every value of my array. If I feel that it is going to be an array, if I am trying to add the number 1 to every value of my array, it is not possible to do it. Are you able to follow? Right. Number 1, what is not possible with lists? Not only with list, any type of objects you take it, collections type of objects you take it. It is not possible to perform which operations? Vector based operations. If I want to do such a small operation called vector based operations, Python is not permitting. I have to go for what? NumPy module I am taking now. First time I am introducing NumPy module, first point. In Python, we are storing the data in 14 varieties of values, which is going to be covered as a part of data types. You take any hacker ranking problems, lead code problems, you take it. To solve all those problems, you must know 14 data types. These are the heart for Python programming. These 14 data types you already know. In NumPy programming, there also data is going to come. Which type of data is going to come here? Arrays. The main aim of introducing NumPy is for arrays. Array means what? Holding lot of homogeneous values. In NumPy, all sorts of values are storing. All sorts of values are storing in the form of what? Object. Python means object. Python means object. You know, in Python, all values are stored in the form of what? Objects. All types of values are stored in the form of what? Objects. Even in Python also, we are storing in 14 objects. In NumPy programming, the values are storing in the form of object. That object will have what? Class. There will be a class name is present for that. The name of the class which is used in NumPy all the times is called what? ND array. First time I am introducing the class name called what? ND array. Spell out all of you. What is this? N stands for one dimensional, two dimensional, and 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. called n dimensional array. ND stands for what? N dimensional array, because it deals with one dimensional array, two dimensional array, and then n dimensional array. Beginning, some confusion will be there. But this class, if you try to understand up to end of the class peacefully, you will become #1 student, because I am showing everything more practical in the class. Tell me. In traditional Python programming, we are storing the data in the form of 14 data types. With all of them are called what? Objects. When you come to NumPy programming, we are organizing the data in the form of an object whose object is called what? ND array. What is ND array? Class. Present in which module? NumPy module. What is the purpose of ND array object? To store the array based elements. How many types of array based elements? 3. One dimensional data, two dimensional data, n dimensional data. In the n dimensional, 3 dimensional, 4 dimensional number of dimensions I will show you. Shall I move to the further? Spell out. In total NumPy programming, data is always stored in the form of what? Object of ND array. ND array, no. Object of ND array. Tell me once again. In NumPy programming, total data stored in the form of what? Object of ND array. Object of what is ND array? Class. Present in which module? Whose purpose is to store array based elements. How many types of arrays are there? Number 1, one dimensional, two dimensional, n dimensional. Right. Sit properly. If you go to KFC, there is one doll is there, a doll sitting like that. If you sit like that, I'm remembering that only. Sit properly, okay? 90 degrees. Already Saurav said that 90 degrees you need to sit. That is the classroom fundamental, okay? Don't sit like whatever you like it. Come on, students. How many types? How many types of arrays? Everybody. 3 types. Number 1, one dimensional, two dimensional, n dimensional. Very good. These are all called what? Types of arrays. NumPy programming meant for what purpose? Array based computing. To store the array of elements, I need one object or not? Object belongs to what? One class. What is the name of the class? ND array. ND array class belongs to which module? Good. Now I need to take ND array. Good. Now I am going to give you, in order to use this NumPy module today in my class to deal with array based computing, I need to take NumPy module or not? Please look into that. Now I will go to here something like this. Import. Which module? NumPy module. How do you import a sys module? Import sys, import CSV, import CX underscore Oracle. Like that we are using or not? Import NumPy. It is working because it was already installed by me in my system. Right. for a minute if you follow me. Because I already taught to many batches this NumPy and etc. I was already installed. As I said already, NumPy is one of the third party module. Those modules are not available directly in where? Python place. If you want, for a 1 minute you give me the time, I will just to show you what is the meaning of that. Just for a minute. You just wait. Just wait. Wait. I'm just writing something like this. I'll try to say something, and where I will say, now coming to this place. Now you come out of that. Now you come straight forward. You come Python programming. You go here. You go to the Python programming once. Dear students, no need to get confused. Now I am going to use what? Vector based operations I want to perform. It is not possible on where traditional Python lists. To deal with that, I need to go for which module? NumPy module. I have to import or not? Come on, import. What is this now? NumPy. So you are getting an error. What is that error now? Module not found. Import math. It is a predefined module. Happily working. Print of what? Math dot factorial. Math dot factorial. You are going to get the value called 3. You are getting 6. Since it is a predefined module, it is working directly. But NumPy is not a module of Python, which is not coming from the Python software. In order to use this third-party module as a part of our Python programming by using embedded facility, embedding means what? Using other modules as a part of Python programming, we have to use the tool called pip. We have to use the tool called what? Pip. Now I am saying to install which modules? Third-party modules, and to use or you can say to install third party modules in our system, in our working system, we use which tool? Pip tool, which is present in script folder of our Python software. Scripts folder. Don't worry, I'll show you. Go to that. You go to that. You also do something like this. First 1 or 2 classes. First class is very, very important. This class is important. Next onwards, you will be very smooth. Because different candidates are there, different students are there. That's why I'm taking slowly, little bit slowly, I'm going. Python 3.12, ideally you open it. Ideally you open it. I'm showing that where is the pip tool is present. Say there open. It will show you the Python installation folder. In KVR folder, in app data, local programs, Python 3.12. It is a version, latest version, you know. In that folder, in that Python folder, there is a folder name called what? Scripts. In the scripts folder, there is a mechanism called what? Nothing is showing here because there is an option called what? Python files. You select what files? All files you would select. You see students, pip tool is there, pip related 3.12 is there, pip 3 is available. But in all the versions you are going to contain pip. Suppose you installed Python 3.11. Here you will get it what? Pip 3.11 you will get it. Suppose if you have 3.10, you will have what here? 3.10 will be coming. Are you following me? So what is the common thing you need to take? Pip tool. So pip tool is present in where, ma? No confusion, students. Other students of my sitting in my class. This is present in where? Which folder? C:, users:, KVR, app data, local programs, Python 3.12, and then scripts folder. Present in this folder, I am writing something like this. Did you understand, students? So how to install the third party module? To install, come on, to install which module? Third party modules, we use, come on, we use which tool? Pip. Now syntax. They said, Python people only said, All our modules are there. Okay. When you are interested to use other party modules now, you use pip tool, which is already present with us. Any command prompt, go to Windows command prompt. Windows command prompt. You go to Windows command prompt. There you say, come on, fast. E colon somewhere else, whatever you like it. Windows command prompt means what? Go to CMD. There's a minimum requirement every student must know. I'm saying that go to this place. This is called Windows command prompt. In this place, wherever you like it, you go to that student. There I'll say what? Pip install. Pip install. Spell out. Pip install. Name, third party module name. I am writing what name? Module name. Third party module name. Third party module name. And example is what? Come on now, tell me. Install. Which module? NumPy module. All the modules are in small letters. Keep in mind. N capital, P capital, writing in your own line of control. That's the problem. All module names are in small in letters. Tell me, students, how do you install? Come on, fast. Pip. Come on. Pip. Install. Install. What is this? NumPy. This will be installed successfully. Suppose if you want to uninstall the module, I will use what? To uninstall. Easy. To uninstall. Which module? Any module. We use what type of option here? Install. In place of install, opposite is what? Uninstall. So here I'm going to use it. Uninstall I'm using. Here I'm saying that uninstall. Once you say install and uninstalling time, once you are installing time, you must have an internet connection. You must have an internet connection because the pip tool is connected to what? GitHub. The pip tool is connected to what? GitHub. In that, all the third party modules are available. It is a version control system. It's a version control system. It's a repository where all third-party modules are placed by our third-party vendors. Pip tool contains this through internet. This is connecting to GitHub. From there, this module will be installed. If no internet connection is there, you will get HTTP connection error. You will get it. HTTP connection error. You will get it. Are you following me? Let us move to the further. Online students, are you following this? Go to the place. Now I am trying to write it. Tell me all of you. Come on, everybody. Pip install what? NumPy. NumPy. Already I was used at this place. I got an error or not? Yes. Now I am saying that pip install NumPy. You see, students, you are getting downloading, installing, etc. Successfully installed, you will get it. Successfully installed, you will get it. After getting this installation process, you will be getting successfully installed NumPy 1.26.4. What is this one? Major version. What is this 2.6? Minor version. And other things need not to worry about it. In one day 4 is there, in another day 6 is there. That is not necessary to worry about it. Are you able to follow? Now let us close this prompt. Now coming to this Python command prompt now. Come on now, import. Come on first. Import NumPy as what? NP. What is that NP? Alias name. If you want directly, I can use NumPy. So every time NumPy dot is my waste of time. NumPy as KVR, I will take something like, what is that KVR is called? Alias name. Simply, I am taking NumPy for example. I say here, that means it is working. Earlier we got what error, my dear students? Now since I was installed explicitly, now I am using it. Now I want to print the version of the NumPy. How to find the version of the NumPy? Version finding is very, very important. Print of NumPy dot. What is the NumPy? Module name dot. There is one type of global variable is present. That is called underscore version. Underscore dot. NumPy dot underscore version underscore. Any variable name starts with a double underscore. Any variable name ends with a double underscore. We call it as a magic variables or dunder variables we can call. you press enter key, you are getting 1.26.4. This is related to what? Installing NumPy module and then importing the third party module. Did you understand, students? In another way, if you say NumPy as NP in a rhythmic manner, you can say here what? Print of alias name dot you write it. Alias name dot you write it. Also will be getting the same answer or not? So are you understanding how to install third party module and how to import it? Right. Dear students, now I am going to take our operation once again. Come on to the point. Here I already said to you, it is giving what kind of error? Type error. Vector based operation is not possible. Vector based operation is not possible. Go to the place. Now I am going to show you here. LST is equal to, as my values are already there here, as my values are already there here, I will carry that values here. I'll carry these values as it is. Now here I will be getting it. Now I'll be getting it. Coming to the point of it, no problem. I will adjust it, students. Give me a time. I will adjust it and I will show you. Here I am writing. This is the values I have. This is my data. What happens? So here I will say closing bracket, opening bracket is required. Yes, opening bracket is required. Take this now. Print of what? LST comma type of LST. It is going to give you that LST is equal to LST plus 1, which is going to give you what? Error. That means vector based operations not possible on where? List. Now I am converting the traditional Python object into what? Object in NumPy. In NumPy, once again I am saying, in NumPy, all sorts of values, all values are stored in the object. Stored in the object of which type? ND array. What is ND array? Class. Present in which module? Whose object allows us to store the values in the form of what I said, arrays. Now, first time I am converting traditional Python list object into NumPy level I am converting. So what I am doing now, A is equal to some variable name is equal to NP dot. What is the NP? Alias name. In that NumPy module, there is one function is present. You don't worry. I will explain this MP array and all those things in the next class. You see here, you see in the index once, you see array, A range, linspace, zeros, etc. These are all called in tomorrow's thing. Today I am giving what? Introduction part. Today I'm using definitely to show you the why NumPy is required in the industry. I have to use some existing things. This you don't worry. Now I'm converting what? LST. You are my Python student. You can happily convert. I'm thinking about others. NP dot array of LST. I'm converting this list data to which array? ND array. Because we have a lot of typecasting techniques in the class. Bytes to byte array to str to list to tuple to str. So many conversions I said. Today the nothing. Converting the traditional Python list object into ND array. Sir, why I am converting? Since with a list data type, what is not possible? Vector based operation not possible. That's why I'm converting into those. Possible type of data structure I am taking. That is called A here. Please look at print of what? A comma type of A. Beautiful. All of you. This is going to be available. And what is this now? What is ND array here? Class of which module? Good. Now I am going to say A is an object of which type? ND array. Belongs to which module? Last and final for my satisfaction. What is ND array here? Class. What is A here? Object of which class? ND array. NumPy. Waste. What is A? Of which type? LST is an object of which type? List is called our Python data type or not? ND array is a class in which place? NumPy. List is a class in Python which never allows what operation? Vector based operation. NDArray is a class in where? NumPy that will perform what? Vector based operation. See, point to point. Now I am going to say A is equal to what? A plus 1. LST is equal to LST plus 1. Not possible. A is equal to A plus 1. Perfectly possible. Please look at, my dear students. Print A once again. Look at that. It is becoming what? 11, 21, 31, 41, etc. Is it incremented or not? Come on, why I am going for ND array today? Why I am going for NumPy? With a traditional Python object, vector-based operations not possible. With ND array object, vector-based operations are possible. That's the first difference. Second difference I am going. Ready to understand? Why I am going for ND array? Why I am going for third-party module NumPy? Why this is traditional Python programming having the limitations I am talking? When you go for joining as a Python developer, compulsory they will ask these questions. Why you are going for ND array of NumPy? Second example, shall I show you? Online students, did you understand up to here? Second example I'm going to. Second example. Ready to understand? Students, are you following online students and offline students? Please confirm. Right, good. Next I'm going to introduce. Very biggest point I'm going to introduce. Look at. I am taking that LST1 is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. LST1 is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. Now I want to find out the memory space occupied by traditional Python objects. Memory space occupied by Python traditional objects. Please follow me. How to find the memory space of any object in Python? There is a function name called, no problem, I will explain. Get size. This is for the people who did not understand the function called what? Get size of is the function name. You pass your object. You pass your object. Every function of Python belongs to what? Module. This function belongs to the module called what? Sys module. And I will say what? Import sys. Import what? Sys. What is sys? Predefined module of Python. It is not a third party module. Predefined module of Python. In that one function is called what? Get size of. Get size of. It is also one interview based question. How to find the memory size of an object? By using which function? Of which module? Because in the beginning days, when you are learning the features of Python, people must set definition of module. In my class module, so many examples we used to tell. What is the module? A module is a collection of global variables, function names, and class names. Now I am using what I am using? Sys dot get size of what? LST1. Now you will get a error because sys module you did not import. Sys module you did not import. Correct or not? Say now import sys. Import sys. Now take as usual LST. Now you say what is the memory space taken? 88. 88. Please be careful. One wonderful point I'm going to show you. Same, this is a traditional Python object taken how much memory space? 88. Be careful, students. Same type of traditional object, I'm converting into which type? ND array object of NumPy. This is a blueprint for you. ND array, you have to spell out. ND array is only the class whose object used in the throughout NumPy. Only one object, not 14 objects here. In NumPy contains only one object. Everything you can store. What is that object name? ND array class object. Now A is equal to np dot array of. Don't worry about np dot array of. In tomorrow class, I'll give you detailed description about array. LST1. I am converting the traditional Python object into ND array. Print of what? A comma type of A. Now, how do you print the memory space of that? Same to same. I will write what here? A. Please observe. Carefully observe it. How much memory space is taking? 124. Here, how many values are there? What is the memory space? Here, what is the memory space for ND array? And don't think that ND arrays are taking more memory space, sir. Here, less memory space. Hold on. Hold on. Now I'm going to take up. Take care. Now I'm going to take 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90. Same to same. Print A of, print the memory space of what? LST. Print the memory space of LST. Be careful. What is the memory space? 1 minute, ma. 1 minute. Mistaking here. 1 minute. I will take up this answer. I will take. By mistake, I typed it. Not A. I have to print what? LST. Yeah. In speed, it is becoming like that. Now I will print it. LST comma. LST comma what? I say here LST comma type of LST. LST1 comma type of LST1. Now, this is the one. Now, come to the point. Get LST print of what? Memory space. How much memory space? 136 memory space is taking. Are you following? Yes, earlier memory space is what? 88 and then for how many values? 3 values. Here I took more number of values. No problem. You convert the traditional object into what type? NP dot array of LST1. NP dot array of LST1. I'm converting into traditional Python object. Print that A. Print that A. Same to same. ND array class. Please find the memory space of that. What I'm passing? A. See the memory space. How much? Earlier, how much gap was there? Very big gap is there. Now 136 and what? 148. Still hold on. Still ND array taking more space. Still hold on. Go to that. Please observe. Now I am taking 100 comma 200 comma 300 comma 400 comma 34 comma 56 comma 56 comma 78 comma 12 comma 45 comma 67 like that. Print the LST here. Print the LST here and get the size of the memory space. How much memory space? Now I am going to convert that LST1 into which type? ND array. Now print that ND array. Now print the memory space of that. What is the memory space? That means beginning what? Like the huge gap is there between traditional object and ND array. When the large volume of data is coming, it is taking what space? When large volume of data is coming, ND array taking what space? Tell me. In data science, we don't get 2 values, 3 values like that. I'm getting hundreds and thousands and crores of values. Where should I store these hundreds and crores of values in? List object? Huh? No. Where I can go for it? Because of storing large volume of data, which one is better for me? ND array is better. That's why in most of the interviews, even in internet also, you will be getting one direct question, direct advantage. The advantage of NumPy programming is taking which memory space? Less memory space they will write. That is the wrong answer. You have to say what? For large volume of data, which object is better? ND array. For small values, which object is better? Traditional Python objects is better. Come on, need to understand. Are you following me? Because I'm showing in the class with a practical example. Are you able to follow, guys? Backside students. Don't move the head like that. Head pain will come. Come on, speak out. Are you able to follow? Yes. This backside students. Online students, are you comfortable? Now, if you go for interview point of view, don't tell directly ND array object takes less memory space. Person like me opening an exam, opening the laptop and showing this example for you. This example I will show you. This example I will show you. Memory space is 88 and this memory space is 124. What you will say to me? Your answer is wrong or not? You say what? Again, I will show you this example. Again, you say this example, I will show you. Now, this example you see, students, which one is going to take less memory space? For a large samples of data, better memory management is what? ND array. So, did you understand what is the ND array? Another advantage? What is an advantage of ND arrays? Number one, ND arrays performs what? Vector-based operation. Number two, for large samples of data, the ND array object takes what memory space? So where is an effective memory management is there? ND array. Shall I go to the third point? Shall I go to the third point? Did you understand up to here? Right. One more beautiful advantage of ND array. And some of the people are saying, sir, why it is taking less memory space? They are giving one useless reason. One useless reason they will say. Here you see. Even in internet, YouTubes also they will say one useless reason. They will say, see, sir, students చెప్పేస్తారు ఈ విధంగా. They will tell to students, LST, here when I am printing, it is like that. It is separated by comma, comma, comma. Comma also taking memory space. That's why taking 200 memory space. Here when I print this A, it is not taking comma, comma, comma. That's why comma's memory space is not taking. That's why less memory space. What a useless reason it is. Now I will show you comma also. Hold on. Now here also comma is there or not? Here also comma is there, na? My dear students, here also comma is there or not? Here also comma. Why memory space is this one? You said 88. Here why memory space is 124. Here also no commas, na? Correct or not? Moreover, that is called one. Because students are listening, na? That's why they will say. In proverb is also there. If the listening person is something, telling person will tell so many things. And in Telugu, I don't want to tell. It's not correct. When I'm a student, I will tell to my friend here that proverb. So that's why anybody says something, you expect the practical reasons. It is one of the most correct indication to every student. If you are attending any class, if they say only orally, don't believe it. Ask them to show programming on the screen. Shall I move to the further? Right. Now, sir, show me commas here, sir. Now, see, students, A, I am writing A. Is it coming commas or not? If you are coming to me an interview, NumPy, I'll open my laptop. Because if you say like that, I will show this. See, array, oh, what is this? 10 comma, 10 comma, 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 comma is there or not? In ND array also commas are there. But I printed with the print official data coming. When I print just A, it is printing internal data, what is organizing. Everything organizing in the form of what? Array. Is this point is clear? One more point I am going to say. One more point I am going to say. Please be careful. Online students, be careful. Come to the point back. This is my data. This is my data. Of which type? LST. LST1, comma what? Type of what? LST1. Be careful. This is my data. Generally, even in our Python class, this is a list data. LST here, 1. Having the data or not? Having the data. What is this now? 10, 20, so on, so on, so on, what? 200. You know the indexing, 0, 2. You know the indexing. Everything, you know, index memory management, everything. Well, students, each value, this is having some address or not? Some address is there. Who is this address is called LST. Each value in the LST also contains address. Each value in the LST also contains what? Memory address. Memory address means the place where value is stored in. Like your house address is something like a value address. I want to tell you that each value of the LST contains different addresses. Even though they are the part of LST, which is present in main memory, whose values addresses are present in where? Different type of places these addresses are present. That means if you take this is a main memory, this is called what? Entire thing is called a list. Some value stored at this place, some value stored at this place, some value stored at this place. The values of the list are scattered in main memory. Those addresses are not containing sequential address. Those addresses are scattered. I mean, if you take these are all my classroom students, you are available across the Hyderabad places. You are not residing in first hostel immediately, second hostel you are not residing. Suppose if you are scattered in Hyderabad, I will go to first student. To go to another student, it will take half an hour. To go to another student, it will take 45 minutes. To go to another student, it will take lot of time to meet every student or not. Suppose if you are staying in two adjacent hostels, it is easy to for you to contact you or not. This is called what? ND array. This is called the traditional Python objects. Sir, show me this practically, sir. Now I am going to say for value in where? LST1. These are all the reasons why I am going for NumPy. These reasons, if you know, programming is becoming dead easy. Without knowing why to go for NumPy, if you just learn it, if people will ask you what are the advantages of NumPy, you don't know what is that. And if people will say, nobody will ask any further questions. You take any student and ask the question, what is the uses of NumPy? You ask, they don't know. Now you have to remember. This notes also I will show you finally. Now I am going to print, come on, value, comma, ID of what, comma, ID of value, comma, ID of what, LST1. LST1 address I am showing. In that address, values are scattered. See that now? Beautiful. This is containing what? LST address. Same or not? This address you observe it. This observe you observe it. This is in LST only. But these addresses you see, are they scattered or consecutive? Scattered. These values, if you want to retrieve, is it taking less time or more time? More time. Then come to ND array. Convert the same data into which type? ND array. Come on, guys. A is equal to NP dot array of LST1. What a beautiful subject. First day, this is a very important day. Tomorrow, next day, and next day onwards, it is so easy because fully I will enter into the programming. NP dot array of LST1. I am converting my traditional Python object into what? ND array. Print of a comma type of a. It is going to print what? Values of which type? What is ND array? Class of which module? Similarly, come on, ma. Value in a. Value in a. Beautiful. Print of value, comma, type, ID of what? Value, comma, ID of a. That is nothing but two adjacent hostels. Some values will present into one hostel. Some values will present immediately to adjacent only. Clustered we can call. Clustering means what? A group of people at one place. See, my dear students, please observe it carefully. What is this is called? 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, and 200. Which address, ma? It is called one hostel building. Assume in a normal words. Address of the ND array same. And other things you see, this other things you see, the other things are called what? Like this you observe it. Like this you observe it. Are you following this now? And other building is also there. That is becoming full and then taking like this or not? And what did you understand? Compared to normal traditional Python objects, is this addresses are clustered or not? Which is a very easy and fast accessing the data? ND array, because the addresses are what? Clustered. Come on, why I am going for ND array of NumPy module? NumPy module allows us to perform vector-based operations. NumPy module allows us to store large volume of data with less memory space. NumPy module will go for storing the data in a clustered addressing mechanism. When you go for traditional Python object, they are going to be the addresses are scattered, whose memory space is going to take more amount of time and more memory space is taken to retrieve also. Are you able to follow? Clear or not clear? Very nice. So coming to this now, Shekhar T. Course duration, please NumPy pandas matplotlib. I already said 1 month. Even 1 month plus I will explain. 1 month plus, because I am not telling about the ABCs here. I am telling about so depth. You already know how depth Python is. My Python notes is 85% more than every Python notes is. You just verify my notes and see your notes and then decide it. Even NumPy pandas also, which are most important, you need to learn well. Are you getting, students? Next up. Come to the point. Here I am going to take it. Next, advantage of next I am talking. This is called what? LST. How many elements are there? Come on, fast. 3, 6, 9, 11, 12. How many elements? 12 elements I am having. 12 elements. Please be careful. Most wonderful point again. 12 elements. Present in where? List. List. Last two guys. What is going on there? Mobile watching. Stand up. Stand up. Last two. Mobile watching. Don't tell wrong for everything wrong you are saying. Other guy also stand up. Yes. Watching mobile. Writing. Writing means like this. Writing like this means what? You don't tell to me. Maybe you are writing, but write in a proper manner. Learn the subject. Already 24 years over. Learn the subject. Sit down. Come to that. How many elements? 12 elements. Huh? Right. Look at print of LST1, comma what? LEN of LST1. Because even I don't want to believe also. 11, okay. Maybe correct. Now I will take something like, 34 also I will take. LST and 12 elements are there. Okay now? Be careful. Now I'm going to show one wonderful point. Look at all of you. Now I'm going to take it. Print of that. Now I'm going to take type of what? LST. Type of what? LST1. Beautiful point. Look at. This is my LST. How many elements? 12. Now 12 elements are there in LST. But my requirement is to organize this element like a matrix format. Like a matrix format, I want to organize. 12 elements can be arranged in how many ways? 4 into 3, 3 into 4, 6 into 2, 2 into 6, 2 into 6. These are all called what? Possible ways of arranging in 2-dimensional array. Matrix means what? Rows and what? Columns. That is called a 2-dimensional array. Rows and columns, if it is there, whose dimension is called 2. Can I arrange this 12 elements of LST, traditional Python object, like a matrix elements? Is it possible or not? Not possible. In LST1, I already said that 12 predefined functions are there. I already said that 12 predefined functions are there. I don't know about other batch students. I don't know. I think they don't know that. What are the functions present in list? They don't know. I said how to see that list functions also. Help of what? List. There are 12 functions, I said, with so many examples also. Remember that? Do you have any function inside of that? Any reshape function is present? Do you have any such reshape function present in LST? That means Python traditional objects does not contain reshaping mechanism of my values. What is the use of reshaping mechanism? I need to represent what? Matrix format. Like what? Number of employees in the organization and who's their service in the organization. I want to represent in my data science. I want to know what? Rows and columns organization. I want to take it. Rows and columns organization is nothing but matrix only, na? How do you arrange the data using matrix format using Python traditional object? You will say, sorry, sir, we don't have the function name called what? Reshape. Try to call it now. LST1 dot reshape of. Reshape of. What format I want? 4, 3. It will give you what? Error. Error it will give you attribute error. Attribute error. There is no reshape function present in where? LST. Huh? So, coming to the point of it. So, is something like this. Coming to this place. Here I will go to this. So I will, because those people will express their Telugu kavitvamu. So that is a very dangerous, guys. Because this type of things, if we try to entertain, danger people, these are all. He is a second Kahana Behra in my class. So these type of people are very danger. Because when class is going on seriously, they are giving such type of things. It's very, people are very danger. Okay, let it be. No problem, students. Come to the point. Are you able to follow? List object has no attribute called what? Reshape. Now convert into which type? Which type? End array. Now I am converting. Beginning when demos will start now, all people will come by having an intention of want to become a data scientist. Everybody will not become, because they need to have some basics also to understand our class. After 3-4 days, rest of those who don't get that knowledge, they will go out. So, but for 3-4 days, this problem will be there. Okay, no problem. Let us start. And by seeing those things, you don't try to make noise in the class. We have to understand that is their culture. Correct or not? That is their system that they brought up stage from coming from total family history. So we have to be decent. Correct or not? Yes. Because of that, nothing will happen to anybody. That shows their how they are. That is their things. Correct or not? Yes. Nothing to feel, because in world lot of people are there with different mindset. Nothing to worry. That is their brought up. What we do? Let them go. Now come to that. Come to that. Convert np dot array of np dot what? Array of what is this? lst1 please follow me. Print of what? A comma type of what? A type of A. This is my data. This data is having which dimension? One dimension. It is like a something like a horizontal format. To print the dimension, what is a object of what? End array. In that object, a dot ndim. I will explain. Ndim stands for which dimension? One dimension, two dimension, three dimension, n dimension. What is that? Ndim. Spell out. Gives you dimension. Which dimension? One. One. One is coming or not? That is called 1D array. Spell out, ma. That 1D array I am converting into what? 2D array. 2D array, how many elements are there? 12 elements are there. I am reshaping to what? 4 by 3, 3 by 4, 6 by 2, 2 by 6, like that. Please follow. A dot. What is the A? End array object dot. I'll explain this in the next class. Because first introduction is important. Why I am going for NumPy? If I say NumPy at the end of it, what are the advantages? It's not correct. Beginning only I need to tell why I am going for NumPy. There is a function called what? Reshape of 4, 3. The elements of A are reshaping with what? 4 rows, 3 columns. First one represent what? Rows. Second one represent what? See that now. Array of what? 4 rows are coming or not? And how many columns are there now? 3 columns are coming now. Is it not called a 4 by 3 matrix? Reshaping mechanism is possible in where? End array. Not there in where? Traditional Python list objects. Why I am going for end array? To reshape my data, whatever the fashion I want, I can arrange. If we want to go for traditional Python programming, is it easy or difficult? Difficult. Difficult. One more time. I want to reshape again called what? 3, 4. 3, 4. Which dimension it is? 2 dimension. But when I print that A, when I print that A, it is going to print the original data only. It is not replacing the data. It is going to print the data as usual. See that it is a data as usual. If you want to modify that, go to where? A is equal to you, write it. You reshape it and put it in where? A. Print that A. Print that A. It is also called what? End array object. Which dimension? A dot n dim. What is the dimension? 2 dimension. Are you able to follow? Yes. N dimension. So here I am going to give you A dot n dim. A dot what? Shape I am using. Don't worry about shape. Next class I will show you. What is the shape? 4, 3. I am going to take up next A is equal to A dot shape of what? 3, 4. 3, 4. Print of this A itself again. Is it not 3 to 4? What is the dim? 2 dimension only. What is the shape? 3, 4. Am I clear? One more time. One more time. Again, what is the another way? 6, 2. 6, 2. Print of what? A. What is this now? 6 rows, 2 columns. Reshaping mechanism possible in where? ND array. Which is not possible in where? Traditional Python objects. Be careful. You have to learn these things because it is not a simple thing class to understand this side, that side, because it is most useful thing is the high end modules we are learning it. Next, I'll go for endim 2 only. Shape is called what? 6, 2. One more time. Here I am going to say last and final. What is this now? 2, 6. 2, 6. Print of this A. Print of this A. Dim is 2 only. Shape is called what? 2, 6. I mean 12 elements are organized into 4 into 3, 3 into 4, 6 into 2, 2 into 6. These are all called which dim? 2 dimension. Now I am going to say, students, the 12 elements I am going to reorganize into 2, 3, 2. Beautiful. If you are talented, try to understand. I am going to take 2 matrices. 2 matrices. Matrix number 1, matrix number 2. Matrix number 1, matrix number 2. Each matrix contains what? 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. How many rows? How many columns? Next, 70 and then what? Is it the same value? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Next, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200 and then what? This is also called what? 3 rows and what? 2 columns. This entire thing is called one more matrix. This is called a 3-dimensional array. 3-dimensional array. How many matrices? Each matrix contains how many rows? 3 rows and 2 columns. So I'm reshaping my matrix into what dimension? 3-dimensional. How many types of arrays are there? 3. 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, n-dimensional. What is this represents? Number of matrices. Each matrix contains what? 3 rows and 2 columns. Please observe it. Now I am writing here A dot shape is equal to 2, 3, 2. Print of what? A. Type of A. Type of A. వినాలి ఇక్కడ వేరే బ్యాచా నా బ్యాచనా అందుకనే మాట్లాడకూడదు ఇక్కడ వేరే బ్యాచ్ లాగా ఈ క్లాస్లో వినాలి అర్థం కాదు మీకు ఫస్ట్ జాగ్రత్త వినండి సో హియర్ వాట్ A is equal to A dot reshape of what 2, 3, 2. How many matrices? What is the first matrix? What is the first matrix you see? This is called what? One matrix with what? 3 by 2. This is also another matrix with what? 3 by 2. How many matrices? First matrix, 2 matrices. What is this totally? 2, 3, 2. Nobody will explain. What I am explaining, nobody will explain. Keep in mind and write it. If you miss this explanation, you will get suffers a problem. Come on. What is the first 2? Number of matrices. What is this now? Each matrix contains 3, 2. Now I am writing A dot what? N dim. What is that? 3. A dot what next? Shape. What is that now? 2, 3, 2. Able to follow? Next. Ready to understand next? See that A comma C what is this now? 2, what? 3. 3. What is the total product? 2 into 2 into 3. 12 only. 12 only. My number of elements are how many? 12. I'm going to do that. Print of what? A. Print of A. Is it not called two matrices with 2 rows and 3 columns? A dot what? Ndim. Ndim. I am writing ndim. What is that now? 3. Shape is how much now? 2 comma 2 comma 3. What is this matrix is called? 3-dimensional. So is it possible to reshape my elements with a list? Is it possible to reshape with ND array? So why I'm going for ND array? To reshape my elements, to organize my data in the form of rows and columns. So matrices operations possible only with what? ND array, not possible with what? Traditional Python list objects. Able to follow? Still, if you are, I will take you different heights in my subject. So it starts with Python. And if you come with without knowledge of this, it's difficult to catch me. Already how many elements are there? 12. Some more elements I am adding. 67, 45, and 68, 9, and then 34. How many elements? 16. Print of what? Directly I will say what? LST1. I'll print LST1. LST1 I am saying. This is my data. Convert. NP dot what? Array of what? LST1. LST1. Print of what? A. Comma what? Type of A. Totally how many elements are there? 16. A dot what? A is equal to A dot what? Reshape. Reshape of what here? Reshape of what? 4 comma 4. 4 comma 4. Print of this. Is it 4 by 4 or not? What dimension? 2 dimension. Beautiful. A is equal to A dot reshape of 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. Beautiful. If you are coming to an interview, I will ask this question. 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. Everybody can answer. How many matrices? Each matrix contains 2 rows and 2 columns. Beautiful. But what is this now? 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. You search in every internet, you will not find this answer. There are 2 clusters. Each cluster contains 2 matrices whose number of rows and columns are 2, 2. So look at, or instead of that, I am writing 4 comma 2 comma 2. I am writing. What is the meaning of that? 4 matrices. Each matrix contains what? 2 rows and 2 columns. Beautiful. See that? See that? 4 matrices. Each matrix contains what? A dot what? Ndim. 3. A dot what? Shape. Shape. It is going to give you what? Like this. Now go back. Go back. What is this now? 2 comma 2 comma 2. 2 clusters. Each cluster contains what? 2 matrices. Each matrix contains 2 rows and 2 columns. Beautiful. Print of what? A. A. Look at students, clusters I am showing. This is called one matrix or not? This is one list. This is another list. List in list is called one matrix or not? This is called one more list or not? This is called one cluster. This is called one cluster. This is called one more type of cluster. Are you following this bracket? You see this bracket. This is called one more type of matrix. This is called one more type of matrix. One more type of matrix. This is related to this one. And this bracket related to what? This bracket related to this one. This is comes under what? One cluster. This is called another cluster. How many clusters? Each cluster contains how many matrices? Each matrix contains how many rows and columns? This is called which dimension? N dimension. Is it possible with a traditional list? No, it is only possible with what? ND array. Did you understand the advantages of ND array? What is the first advantage? ND array objects allows us to perform vector-based operations. Number 2, ND array object is possible to take less memory space for large samples of data. ND array object to retrieve the data taking less amount of time because addresses are scattered, clustered at the same thing. And the third one is what? Reshaping is possible. Not only that, you see students, last and final, similarities are there. Similarities. Well, there are some more points I have to tell you because almost time is over, 10:55. This next advantage is also there that I'll cover in tomorrow class. Because like everybody, I don't want to rush over it. Because of rush over it, 22 years onwards, nothing is known except full forms. You don't feel it. This is a fact. And you may feel because of my sentence, because that is a fact now. It's an open secret. That's why still there are some more advantages I want to cover in today. Tomorrow, first half an hour, I will cover some more advantages. Then I'll go for what? These points I will discuss. I will come to creation of what? These many approaches are there. Understand this? Today, this taken so much of time for what only? Introduction to NumPy. Still I need to cover some more points. Did you understand? And whatever advantages I said, I shown in where today? Python command prompt I shown. Tomorrow I will show this everything in where Jupyter notebook I will explain. Understand, students? Did you understand today? Yes. So try to get last boys. Are you okay? This side boys. Right. Comfortable? Right. So be comfortable. Don't feel if I say suddenly to you, you don't know something means that is a fact. That's why I'm saying to you. That's my 26 years experience. Okay, I'll stop my class. Tomorrow class, I'll continue the same. First half an hour, I'll continue this type. Then I'll go for in-depth discussion about the functions. Right? Thank you. All the best. Vivek, Vivek,
Yes,
Vivek.
yes. Hello.
Vivek?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, Vivek.
Yes, sir. Like I missed your like Python batch. So when is the next Python batch?
Next Python batch is going to be available very soon at next month. Very recently started at 7 o'clock, Vivek. Very recently started at 7 o'clock. It is going to be scheduled after 20 days. One more new Python batch.
Okay. So this 7 o'clock, 7 a.m.
Hmm. No,
Okay.
7 a.m. started. It is a full. It is a full. It is going to start at 11 o'clock after
Okay.
1 month.
Okay, sir.
Right. Swaran. 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 Next, Deepthi. Deepthi. My dear students, I will give you these notes for you. Very soon I will give you these notes. Whatever the notes I am explaining, I will give you. Please hold on one more class. In the next class, I will show you what I explained to you. Online students, please don't get any tension. I will give you all the notes, whatever is explained to you. I will explain to you. I will give you the chance for you. I'll show you that. Yeah, Sandeep, for data analysis, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib is everything is important. You need to know about it. Deepti,
Hello.
Deepti,
Hello, sir.
tell me, ma.
Sir, like when we did the installation of NumPy or any third-party module,
Hmm.
like in exactly in which folder they get installed?
Which one?
In which folder they get installed on our system?
That is work. That is going to be available in the scripts folder. It is going to be available.
Means
That I
all
will
the
show
module.
you. That I will show you where it is installing, getting
Hmm.
installed. I'll show you in the class. Nothing to worry about it. Okay, now
Okay. And sir,
I'll
one
show you.
more question.
Yeah.
See, once we install any module, after
Hmm.
that, if the module gets a new version, how
If
we
the
have
module
to
get, if the module get,
a new version means some new modifications are there in that module.
uh,
So how we can
we will
upgrade
reload the
it?
module. Reload the module. In Python classes, we used to cover reloading the module concept. We used to explain in modules concept. So for example, if we come to that modules, we are having a separate discussion about module. There is a topic called reloading the modules.
Okay.
It's a Python class.
Okay. In fundamental Python class, you already taught
Yes,
it.
you will come
Okay.
across. Yes.
Okay. And sir, my next question is, you explained like we saw in the ND array that some of the elements they have the same address, and you said that concept is clustering of the address. So
Clustering
I
means what, ma? Group of elements at one location, another group of elements at some other location. Like that, grouping mechanism will be taking place. Clustering mechanism.
So, sir, can you explain it? Like, I'm not getting it how multiple elements can have the same address.
Yes, next class. Already I shown you today. Already I shown you today.
No,
Once
no, no,
again, if
sir. That I have understood. But how technically means in the memory, every
see, ma,
element has to have. Uh,
one thing I'll tell you. Do you know hashing mechanisms? In our
uh,
data structures, there is a hashing mechanism is there. Do you know open hashing mechanism?
no, sir.
If you know, then you can understand the technique. To explain this open hashing technique to the BCom student who is present in my class, it will be bouncing to them.
Okay.
Instead of worrying about this stage, if you
Mm,
learn programming on that area, they will be more perfect.
okay.
Correct or not?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
And
na?
sir, one more question. Last class you said some broadcasting thing. I
I will
didn't
explain
get
in the
it
class.
actually.
I will explain in the class. That is the middle of the concepts it will be coming.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Right, ma.
one
Now
last
other
question.
people are waiting. Next class. Your doubt is in next class. Other people are waiting. Next, Satyajit Sharma. Satyajit. Satyajit,
Hello, yes, sir.
please.
Sir, I have taken your course, I think 2 years back in Python. That time you have studied these concepts, NumPy and Pandas.
Yeah, Matplotlib you did not because
Yes, sir.
recently we added Sharma.
So, sir, that was, I think, 10 classes are there that time.
Oh,
So that was full NumPy Pandas, or
yeah,
now you're going
because
to
we
study?
added a lengthy schedule because we are entering into the data science related things also. No, that's why we extended the duration of that course.
Okay. Sir, actually, this is also work for a data engineer also, because
Yes,
I'm
100%.
looking.
Data scientist, business intelligence engineer, data scientist. For all the people, this is compulsory to learn it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Sharma, take care. Okay, students, take care. And tomorrow, don't miss the class. Very important. My next class is on. I'll be taking tomorrow, as usual, same link you join it. Thank you. All the best.